Friends, family, relatives, friends of friends, and people we don't know. Welcome to Samantha and Dave's wedding reception. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Gerald, father of the bride here. Esther and I would like to thank you all for coming, especially those of you who've traveled large distances. Esther's family from Arizona, Dave's family and friends from Canada. Oh, that's something, yeah! Dave's buddy Greg from South Africa, wherever he is. And our friends Rip, Chris and Alex from France. They're over there. Usually at this part of the father of the bride speech, it is traditional to share some embarrassing moments from Samantha's past or highlight her strange character traits so that you can laugh at her expense. Instead, I want to very briefly share her evolution. Very brief. Yeah. It's been a joy to watch her mature from the newborn who narrowly missed being born on the shoulder of the 101. Yeah, you've always been early. To the 2-year-old who stood behind her older sister and let Sabrina speak for her. To the child who used to tie her long hair in front and pretend she had a beard. To the young girl who dressed up the cat and take her for a walk in the stroller. To the tween who took everything from dance, painting, gymnastics and karate, to guitar, archery, tennis and more, staying with each sport and craft just long enough to master the basics.
Sorry, it was a humming.
Oh. As a teenager, she decided to conquer her fear of public speaking by taking speech and debate. It was just one more thing at which she excelled. We were impressed when at 21 she gained early admission into Berkeley's PhD program and was teaching classes to students 6 to 10 years her senior. And then we were equally shocked when she dropped out a semester later because she didn't enjoy it. Who does that, Samantha, unless they're starting a Facebook or a Microsoft? No worries, Dad, I'll get in someplace else, she said, and of course she did. In fact, until she became Mrs. White just now, she was the most educated Simmons ever. The problem with being a brilliant, attractive, driven, goal-oriented woman is that she intimidates most men her age. I think, Samantha, you were fortunate to find Dave, who is equal in all those things. Well, nearly. I'm sorry, Dave. I hate to break it to you. Samantha has you beaten in the beauty department, especially the way she looks today. As you are probably aware, Samantha and Dave found each other online. I'm not surprised. I do all my important shopping that way too. What you don't know is that that was Samantha's second attempt. In the first, she advertised "husband wanted" and got back 95 responses. They all said, "You can have mine." When we first met Dave, we liked him right away, and we could tell how special he was to Samantha. However, I have to confess, as I got to know more about him, serious doubts arose. For instance, it's normal for guys Dave's age to have hot women adorning their walls, you know. People like Cindy Crawford, Kelly Brock, Claudia Schiffer, Anna Nicole Smith. Do you know who Dave used to fantasize over? Jessica Rabbit. A cartoon rabbit. And if that's not bad enough, let me share with you Dave's best pickup line prior to discovering online dating. Hang on, I need a prop for this. Looking for a handshake.
Oh, I have one if you want.
I have one. Okay, the line. Excuse me, does this smell like chloroform to you? David, really. As you two start on the rocky road called marriage, Esther and I want to offer a few words of advice.
It's a good ice cream too.
The major cause of all arguments in marriage is money. So earn like millionaires, spend like thousandaires, and for goodness sake, build up an emergency fund. Because bad news, Samantha, once this is paid for, the Bank of Dad is closing its doors. Oh, and you still have my credit card. I'd like it back before you go on honeymoon. Dave, marriage will bring you many things. Loyalty, self-restraint, obedience, and a whole host of other virtues you wouldn't have needed had you stayed single. Samantha, if you want something from Dave, ask for it. Remember, Dave is a man. Hints don't work. Dave, remember the words of Oscar Wilde. Women are meant to be loved, not understood. Samantha, a man is incomplete until he's married. And then, sorry Dave, he's well and truly finished. Dave, women like silent men. They think you're listening. Samantha, leave all the major decisions to Dave. Dave, there's no such thing as a major decision. It's a fallacy women invented to make men feel important. Remember, Dave, when you buy her flowers, it proves you're guilty. But of course, beware the serious consequences of not buying her flowers. And remember those two invaluable words, yes, dear. If we had to boil everything down, you newlyweds, the only things that matter are love, friendship, and communication. Treat each other with respect, and if one of you upsets the other, never hold grudges. It'll destroy your relationship. A friend of mine thinks everyone should get married because no one deserves to be happy their entire lives. I hope you too prove him wrong. Please realize marriage isn't easy, but it's not impossible. There are always ups and downs in a life commitment. There is no secret to a happy marriage. You'll both have to work at it, like all of us here. There's no challenge in marriage that cannot be overcome by the following 3 sentences. I was wrong, you were right, I love you. Yeah, that's good. Samantha and Dave, here's to the past for all that you've learned. Here's to the present for all that you share. Here's to the future for all you can look forward together. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in toasting the bride and groom. Samantha and Dave.
Cheers. Okay, you too. Thank you. Thanks.